This is roving reporter Frank Capello for Source FM. I'm here with Frey and Bro, who are organising the Print Pals Arts Fair at the Cornish Bank on Saturday the 7th. It's actually the 1 year anniversary. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Our first birthday. I didn't think we'd even do it to begin with, so that's amazing. I'm very excited.
So why did you do it? Why have you started an arts fair?
Well, I think we were talking about this, weren't we? And I think me and my mum have always done fairs for, my God, a long time. And my stuff never really sold. It was always a bit different, I think, to other people's stuff that was being sold. So I think it was just, we were sat there one day thinking, oh, it'd be cool to do our own fair. And because I procrastinate, it took years to actually do it. And encouragement actually from Max from Shake, who runs a fair in Bristol. And he very much encouraged me to do it, which is amazing. And then we just thought, go for it. And you've also nagged me, so Bro's nagged me a lot to do it in a nice way. And that's kind of how it came about. And I just wanted to sort of set up a fair that didn't tread on anyone else's toes, that was kind of quite student friendly as well, because I work at the uni. And yeah, just a bit different, I guess.
Yeah, mainly celebrate illustrators from the southwest as well. So the main focus is sort of Bristol down to Cornwall, but mainly focusing on Cornish-based illustrators.
Yeah, and students, alumni, stuff like that. So obviously we're in a massive illustration town in Falmouth, so it kind of all made sense, really.
So what sort of things are people able to see and buy when they come to the Cornish Bank?
We've got amazing stuff. There'd be comics, zines, loads of cool t-shirts normally, isn't there?
Yeah, badges, stickers, ceramics.
Oh yeah, there's been like a real thing with ceramics I've noticed recently. We've got some Dungeons and Dragons inspired stuff at this one, which is very cool. I think there's two sellers who are doing Dungeons and Dragons stuff. And I know there's a fortune telling machine going to be at this one as well by an illustrator called Hua OK from Plymouth. James Calderbank, who's local to Falmouth, he's bringing along some little, almost like not Warhammer, but that kind of model kind of stuff. We've got some tattooists who will be bringing along some cool things.
Local tattoos from Penzance, and we are doing tarot card reading.
Yes.
With Donya Todd.
Yeah, amazing. So Donya Todd and Jack Teagle are both incredible local illustrators. They're both going to be there, which will be very, very cool. Feel very honoured. We're honoured to have them all there, really. It's a real diverse mix, which I think is great. Particularly this one, I think, is very diverse. When we were looking through all the pictures the other day. But no, really
And that's
exciting.
how we select people when we come to the applications, is that we really try and make sure that there's a really wide range of products available, but also the styles that the different illustrators work in.
Yeah, definitely. And I just can't believe how many people actually want to be a part of it. So I absolutely hate having to kind of whittle it down. So Cornish Bank isn't massive, so we've really crammed in as many people as we physically can, because I genuinely thought we might have like 5-10 people apply, but that's fine, we can kind of fill the space with that. But as even on the first one, we must have had like 100 people.
Over 100, every time we've had over 100 applicants.
Yeah, so trying to fit everyone in is that's the hardest bit, is obviously so I'm trying to, then I have people on a list who are like, right, the next one, okay, we'll try, because people keep applying, we're then trying to get everyone in. But I'm so excited for the mix of stuff. I think everyone's in for a treat, definitely.
It must be quite tempting for you, and maybe quite expensive when you do the...
Yes, absolutely. So I always think, right, so with the people that are selling, I always have like a little dream list of things I want to get. And I'm like, right, we need to sell some stuff to then be able to like buy all the things. In fact, this is from one of the sellers who's going to be at the next Print Pals.
You were pointing at your T-shirts. This is for the listeners on the radio.
Oh, yes.
So it's a very beautifully illustrated Western-themed black T-shirt that says "Trans people will always exist."
Yeah, and that's from Sweet Cowboy Blues. He'll be selling his work there.
Yeah, there's going to be some really great stuff. But yeah, it's so tempting. And to be honest, we kind of just do it and then just use all our money buying all the nice things, really.
Also, you have workshops and other activities at the arts fair. Can you tell me about those?
Yes, so workshops, for me anyway, as a creative, are a huge part of what I do, and it's really important to me to offer creativity to people who might not normally have access. So the workshops will always be free. So we're not in Print Pals to make money at all. We're in it just to create a really nice community of something that maybe didn't exist before. So workshops are always run by like either illustrators who have got stalls at the fair or people sort of, so this time around we've got Scotty Gillespie, who's an amazing illustrator, ceramicist, tattooist from, I think, Exeter area. So they're going to be travelling down and taking over the vault space, doing badge making all day, because that was very popular last time. Because last time we collaborated with Kerno Library of Things, and we used their badge maker, and we did kind of like a bit of promo for them, because that was amazing. So we're just trying to involve like local people who can do amazing creative stuff, and then the money that we charge for stalls goes towards printing some posters, paying the workshop people, isn't it, as well?
Yeah, we actually pay the people to do the workshops as well, to make sure that, you know, everything's fair.
Yeah, definitely.
And we've got Noah doing a workshop upstairs, so he's making banners.
Yeah, whimsical, cute little banners, he told us. Yes.
And then Frey will also be running a workshop as well.
Oh yeah, I'm going to make some silly bunting, just like fun bunting. It's just stuff that's easy and fun. People can kind of just drop in and do it and just have a nice time. But I also think it keeps people kind of at the venue a bit longer. They can sort of have a chat, because they'll come and do a workshop, go back, have a little browse. And it's kind of worked well, really, hasn't it? And that's why this time we're doing workshops upstairs and downstairs, because again, we didn't think that they'd be as popular as they have been. But I think people just like being creative, don't they? But yes, it's open for everyone, the workshops, but it is a case of get there at the time it says, and it might be a little bit of a wait if it's busy. But hopefully it will be.
So what are your plans for the future of Print Pals? Do you see a second, a third, a fourth year anniversary on the horizon?
Yeah, definitely. I think do it for as long as people want it, really.
Well, little spoiler, we've already booked the next one.
Yeah, so October 1 is booked. So that's going to be, I can't remember the date, I think October the 3rd, wasn't it? So we basically try and tie them in kind of a lot of student times, like beginning of academic year and stuff like that. But I think the future is to carry on and keep doing it, keep showcasing people for as long as people want us to do it, I guess. We're going to look into some funding as well, so that we can get some... What I would love is, because obviously between February and October, there's like a bit of a gap, but those are the two times that I think work best for the kind of the market that we've sort of are aiming for. But that gap in the middle, I think maybe some workshops and something. So we're going to look into funding to see about that, to sort of, because again, we want things to be free so people can sort of access it. Because I hate it when you really want to do something and you're like, oh, I can't because it like costs loads of money.
And also paying the artists and the illustrators that are doing the workshops as well. Like when we first did the first ever one, there was a lot of favours from friends doing workshops and, you know, trying to get it off the ground. And now, you know, when we charge for the stalls, that money literally goes straight to the workshop people, doesn't it? So to have some funding there to you know, keep paying them would be amazing. Yeah,
and I think because of the popularity of the workshops, then I think that's why it would be really cool to kind of, so that people don't forget about Print Pals between February and October, something like that. So that's kind of the plan. Once things are sort of, I guess after this one, there'll be a bit more time to sort stuff. But we've seen a few pots of funding which we're going to aim to go for. I can't do forms.
I'll do the forms. I'll do the admin and the boring side of things, and Frey does the fun stuff.
Yes.
Well, good luck with that. If people want to take part, or I hear you put out an appeal for volunteers, so what's the best way of people getting involved, or even what sort of people should be coming to browse the fair?
Oh, I think everyone should come and browse it, definitely, because there's such an eclectic mix. And getting involved, I mean, we do most of our stuff through our Instagram page, to be honest, which is, I can't remember, but you'll know.
Print Pals Falmouth.
Yeah, excellent. And yeah, I think that's the best way. The volunteers we've had have been incredible. A lot of them have been students from illustration. We have one, I'm going to do a shout out to Olive, because Olive is incredible. And this is their third one. So they've done each Print Pals now as a volunteer.
From the beginning.
Yes.
Yeah.
And all the stalls that will be downstairs at Print Pals next week are all people that volunteered last time. So we were like, we really want to showcase their work. So we said, you know, we'll do like a little volunteer sort of like bit out there.
Well, that's wonderful. I can see you're growing a community, and there's people that are very committed and very passionate about it, much as you are yourselves. So good luck with that. This is Frank Pello throwing back to the studio.